What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again for another football video where today I'm going to be doing my Premier League predictions ahead of matchday number 25 in the Premier League. Before I do crack on with this video though, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. Do let me know your predictions in the comments below. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore, who are going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest scores from around the grounds, including all the happenings of matchday 25 in the Premier League. They're going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest match information, match statistics, all the team news, and so much more. What I really like about SofaScore is it's not just limited to football. It's got all the scores and information covered for all the sports that you guys love to follow, all in one place, all in one app. It's a free app to download, very highly rated, so do go and check it out. And anyone that does download using my link in the description or the QR code on screen does help to support the future content created here on my channel. I would appreciate anybody doing that for me. So, having a look at match day number 24, which means that took place on February 1st with the first round of the fixtures. We've not had a Premier League game or a round of games in the last 2 weeks or so it feels like forever since I've done some Premier League predictions, but we have seen Liverpool play Everton away from home in the last ever Merseyside derby. That took place on Wednesday, but I never did my prediction for that. But Everton, thanks to a 98th minute equaliser, managed to come away with some incredible scenes from Goodison Park in the last moments, grabbing that equaliser in a very fiery, shall we say, Merseyside derby. So I've not got that game covered, but I've got all the other games from matchday number 24 covered. So Saturday, 1st of February, managed to got 3 correct results with 3 incorrect on Saturday. Nottingham Forest against Brighton, had that down to 2-1 Forest win. Huge win for Forest, showing that they were over their heavy defeat against Bournemouth with a 7-0 win against Brighton. Very impressive from Nottingham Forest, who don't seem like they are slowing down. I had Liverpool down as 2-1 winners against Bournemouth away from home. That finished 2-0 and a solid win for Liverpool. So it'll be interesting to see how AFC Bournemouth follow that up. They did pick up a win last weekend in the FA Cup away against Everton. Everton won against Leicester City by 4-0 as they're looking to continue to keep the points ticking over, looking for safety. I had that down as a 1-0 Everton win. Then the 3 incorrect. I had Ipswich down as 2-1 winners against Southampton. Southampton finally moved from 6 points onto 9 points with a 2-1 win against Ipswich. Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton. I did predict it at the beginning of the season. I can see it being a bit of a yo-yo between the Championship and the Premier League, and I can see it being consecutive seasons of the 3 teams promoted being relegated, and that result again further clarifying what I think is going to happen. I had Newcastle down as 3-1 winners, bit of a blow for them when it comes to the race for the Champions League football or a top 4 spot for next season, with Fulham beating them by 2-1 at St James's Park. I had that down as a 3-1 Newcastle win. And then Wolves against Aston Villa, I had that down as a 1-0 draw. That finished 2-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Again, a bit of a blow that for Aston Villa when it comes to the race for Champions League football. I say the top 4 race, it may well be a top 5. We'll have to wait and see come the end of the season. Then on to Sunday, I had 2 incorrect scores with 1 correct result. So Brentford Spurs, I had that down as a 1-0 draw, a needed win for Spurs away from home with a solid 2-0 win for them. Manchester United had them down as 2-0 winners. I got 2-0 right against Crystal Palace at home. Crystal Palace, is it a surprise? Managed to spring out a big 3 points, a really big win for them at Old Trafford, and Ruben Amorim struggling, shall we say, at Manchester United. And then Arsenal against City, had that down as a 2-1 Arsenal win. I thought it would be very close, and to be fair, for the first 65 minutes, it was a very competitive, very close game. Could have gone really either way. Arsenal really pushed on and managed to pick up a huge 5-1 win against Manchester City, further exposing Manchester City's problems, but Arsenal looking to try and scramble some success towards the end of the season. Can they launch a title bid? Well, a lot depends now with them being 7 points behind Liverpool. Can they see Liverpool drop some more points over the coming weeks. Got big games coming up against Wolves this weekend, but they've got games coming up against Aston Villa, against City, against Newcastle. So Arsenal are going to sit and hope that Liverpool end up dropping some points. We'll have to wait and see. Everything very finely poised at this stage of the season. And then finally on Monday, I had Chelsea down as a 1-0 draw. That was incorrect, with a 2-1 Chelsea win. So they currently sit in the top 4 of the Premier League. So no correct scores, 4 correct results, with 6 incorrect. Poor performance from me, just a 2 out of 10. So, match day number 25. First game taking place on Valentine's Day. Friday, 14th of February 2025. You've got Brighton taking on Chelsea at the Amex Stadium at 8 p.m. GMT, with the game being broadcast live on Sky Sports. And I'm going for a score draw for this one. Brighton, be interesting to see how they respond from that heavy defeat against Nottingham Forest in their last Premier League game. Can they pick up some points and look to try and get themselves moving for Chelsea? They're going to want to try and solidify themselves as the main candidate to try and finish in that 4th spot in the Premier League. So I'm going 1-1 and for things to, again, just be wide open when it comes to the race for Champions League football for next season. Then on to Saturday, early kickoff, you've got Leicester City taking on Arsenal. That's at 12:30 p.m. GMT, with the game being broadcast live on TNT Sports in the UK. Can't see anything other than an Arsenal win there for me. I think they'll comfortably win the game, keeping a clean sheet as well, going 3-0 to Arsenal. Then on to the 3 p.m. games at Villa Park. You've got Aston Villa taking on Ipswich. Can't see anything other than Aston Villa winning that game for me. Solid 2-0 win for them. They're well rested. So I see Aston Villa picking up the 3 points. Then to Craven Cottage in West London. You got Fulham taking on Nottingham Forest. A bit of a curveball maybe, but I'm going Fulham to win this game. I can see Fulham winning this game. It's a difficult game. It's a big test for Nottingham Forest now. They picked up a brilliant win at home. What can you do away from home? Tricky opponents in Fulham, a good team with a good manager. But yeah, I'm going Fulham to win that game. And then Manchester City taking on Newcastle. No idea why this game's not being broadcast. I think it's going to be a really good game of football, but a traditional 3 p.m. game. Anyone going to the Etihad Stadium, I'm sure, going to enjoy themselves. The question is, are Manchester City fully over their defeat against Real Madrid midweek in the Champions League playoff game? Because Manchester City 2-1 ahead heading into the 86th minute, and a couple of late goals for Real Madrid seeing them win the game, and Manchester City having a victory snatched away from them and turned into a loss. It's a huge psychological blow to Manchester City. Just what mental condition are they in ahead of a huge game between two teams level on points with each other as that race for Champions League football hots up? But I'm going for Man City to show themselves and respond. I can see it being a very similar game to the City-Chelsea game, so I'm going City to work into space, try and use some of the fresh legs, because they did have a very strong bench against Real Madrid, a bit of rotation in place. I can see Newcastle grabbing a goal, I can see Man City scoring, but I'm going a bit of a ding-dong battle, but Man City to come out on top, 3-1 to Manchester City is my prediction for that. Then to the South Coast derby, Southampton taking on AFC Bournemouth, going for an AFC Bournemouth win, going for 2-1 to them. I can see them, to me, playing some really good football. They've got a better team than Southampton. Bournemouth turn up. I can see them turning up and being motivated for that game. So I think it'll be a close one, but going Bournemouth to win that game by 2-1. And then the final 3 p.m. game, you've got West Ham taking on Brentford. A London derby there, going West Ham to win that game. Looking much better and much sharper under Graham Potter, I will add, and going Brentford to lose that game, and West Ham to win, going 2-0 to West Ham at the London Stadium. The final game on Saturday, you've got Crystal Palace taking on Everton at 5:30 p.m. GMT, with the game being broadcast live on Sky Sports. Again, just like the Chelsea game away from home against Brighton, I'm going for the same here. Score draw, both teams to cancel each other out. Crystal Palace 1, Everton 1, my prediction. Then on to Sunday, 16th of February, in the 2 p.m. game being broadcast live on Sky, you've got Liverpool taking on Wolves at Anfield. Don't see anything other than Liverpool picking up a win there and 3 points into them heading into some tricky fixtures, but going 4-0 Liverpool for that game. And then finally, really not sure. You're looking here at two very inconsistent teams. They're down in North London. You've got Tottenham Hotspur taking on Manchester United at 4:30 p.m. GMT, with the game being broadcast live on Sky Sports. I put 1-0 Manchester United as my prediction, because I tend to be a jinx. If I predict Manchester United to win, then they do lose. And with me being a City fan, I want them to lose, so I'm going to predict them to win. So 1-0 Manchester United is my prediction. So they've been my Premier League predictions ahead of match day number 25. Do let me know your predictions in the comments below. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. That would be much appreciated. It does let me know that you are enjoying the videos. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. It is free to subscribe. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. I'll see you all again real soon for the next video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.